So we have here a Hymer B588 Premium Line. It's got a 3 litre Fiat Ducato engine. It's up to 4.5 tons, but that includes a very large amount of payload, 177 horsepower, and let's have a look inside. So it's a fully integrated model. I usually don't go through the door, but I want to show you it does have a door on the driver's side. Some models don't. And first thing we see on getting in is it's a very nicely appointed. So let's have a look at what we've got inside. We've got a seating group at the front, L-shaped, round the table, which is relatively standard, I think. Obviously there's lots of choice of if you want a leather cloth, whatever, you can colour schemes, you can do whatever you like. And we have a large wardrobe, quite tall. Okay, there's a little bit of hanging space in there, reasonable amount. You can of course change the height of the shelves if you want. Now the cooker is relatively standard, 3 rings. You've got here actually it's quite deep, this, and it's unusual for a motorhome, the depth of the sink you've got here, but more of an unusual style because it's got this this stone effect, and you've got metal at the bottom, so that you mightn't like that, but it certainly looks very different. Thetford fridge. It's one of these new thin ones, only just came out on the market. Now this version of the car has got 2 beds in the back, which are longwise, which is what you're going to want if you're over about, what I would say, about 190. Otherwise you might want to have it widthwise. The advantage of having it widthwise is of course that you can get into smaller places because the car isn't going to be so long. There's plenty of storage down here under the stairs. Incidentally as well, the bed can be made to be longer should you so desire. So you can have this enormous bed at the back, and you do that by putting this in place and putting the support up here. Let's have a look at the bathroom. Relatively standard toilet and shower, plenty of storage. And it also has heating as well, blown air heating, as you'd expect. We've got these in the floor as well down here. I'll just show you this one, which comes up quite easily. Now, this is very important. This is access to your water supply. Now, if you need to have access to the water for whatever reason, this is easy. You don't have to start dismantling your seats or anything of that nature. You've got direct access to whatever you may need to do there. That could be really important for you. I had it in an older version of a vehicle that temperature drops below 4 degrees. The water is dumped automatically. I understand it's a safety feature, but then you've got to wait for the air temperature to get warmer, and you had to turn it so that the dumping system stopped, didn't dump anymore. That was very difficult the way it is. Now you've got everything in one position. We have another cubby hole here. There you are, and that's your place you can keep your spare beer in or what have you, and a third one down there. This double floor, of course, is very good for insulation. I mean, if you want to go on skiing or something like that, and you can sleep in the van at night. It can be covered in snow, and with a bit of background heating, you'll be warm enough. So I've made myself comfortable in a driving position, got the belt on, brakes down the left hand side where you'd expect it. I find here we've got a remote control, and first thing you think is, oh, is it for the TV? That's handy, you can watch it the television while you're driving. Well, it's not for that. It is in fact for the suspension, Alco suspension. You've got various choices if you want harder, softer, or whatever. You can do it via this more or less remote control. It isn't really a remote control. It looks like one. It's just a button pad. And so let's take the vehicle out. Now it's a pretty long vehicle. It's 730 centimeters long. So I'm being very careful with it because it costs over 100,000 euros, and if I smash it up I'm doing a lot of washing up. And we'll turn right here, drive up the River Rhine. So coming up to the motorway here, and let's have a look at how well it goes. This is the 44 going in the direction of Oberhausen, Frankfurt. Won't be going very far on it, but it'll give us a chance to see how well the engine reacts to the to speed and acceleration. So the cornering is very nice, very easy. Obviously it's an automatic, so you sort of feel that when it changes gear. Now I'm putting my foot down a little bit, just check if there's anything coming. No, there isn't. Right, so we've now got up to 80, and we're on just under 2,000 revolutions, and now 100, and it's still at 2,000 revolutions, and 110, and it's still at 2,000 revolutions. Unfortunately, that's as far as it's going to go because I'm coming off here. And it's 60, so we'll give a little touch on the brake, not too hard because it'll shudder to a halt. And the light screen, go through the light, and move over to the left.
So we're heading backwards towards the trade fair again.
Yeah, we're going back towards the trade fair.
Yeah. Not backwards. back to
the trade fair. It's very light. It's of the two models, I would say that compare them like this. This is far lighter to the touch than the Mercedes engine, but the Mercedes engine is far more responsive. So it depends what you're looking for. This is pulling a bit more weight as well. It's a bigger vehicle. And we'll stop here because this vehicle in front of us has stopped for no reason here, and then we'll drive around it. So I'm driving the vehicle now into Rotterdam Strasse, which is alongside the River Rhine. And now, if you're visiting Düsseldorf, you can actually park down there. I think it's available and that the police won't move you on. Quite close to the old town, and great location for spending the night or spending a few days. Düsseldorf in winter is maybe not too exciting, but you can certainly come in spring or summer, and it's a very nice place to stay. So what we're doing now is turning right here, and I'm going to have to stop because there's a bus coming from the other direction. Now here there is a problem with all vehicles with the blind spot on the right hand side. There is a window in the door, and got of course the panoramic windows on both sides, but all the same one has to be careful. With a vehicle like this it's better than it is with many vehicles, but there still is a bit of a problem with the blind spot on the right hand side. So I'm turning right here. Well, I will do when this bus gets out of the way. Right. I'll just put my indicator on and let the bus I mean, there's no bus at night when you want one, but during the day there's no problems. Okay, so we're going in here. This entrance into Düsseldorf Trade Fair, one of the largest trade fairs in Europe. And we'll stand here until they open the barrier. Absolutely wonderful drive, super.